Scene opens with a rapid-fire montage. A sleek, brand-new smartphone unboxes itself in a slick animation. A hand swipes through racks of designer clothes. A close-up shot of an artfully plated, expensive meal at a high-end restaurant. The music is upbeat and trendy. Narrator Vio, nice phone, nice clothes. Zero investments. The montage continues, now focusing on Alex. He's in his late 20s, stylish and charismatic. He's posing for a selfie against a stunning city skyline, the picture of modern success. Quick cuts show him laughing with friends at a rooftop bar, clinking glasses, and then on a spontaneous weekend trip, capturing every moment for his social media feed. His online profile is a curated gallery of happiness, a highlight reel of a life seemingly without limits. The images are vibrant, saturated, and perfectly framed, each one projecting an effortless cool. Narrator, VO. This is the life you see. The one filtered, cropped, and posted for the world to admire. Every post is a testament to living in the now, a celebration of instant gratification. It's the thrill of the new, the allure of the exclusive, the validation that comes with 1,000 likes. It's a carefully constructed narrative where success is measured in acquisitions, and happiness is just one purchase away. Alex is the main character in his own story, and from the outside, the plot is flawless. He's winning. The scene abruptly cuts. The upbeat music fades into a low, anxious hum. Alex is now alone in his sparsely furnished apartment. The glamour is gone. He's hunched over a laptop, the harsh blue light illuminating the stress on his face. The screen shows a banking app with a critically low balance and a list of overdue bills marked in red. The contrast is stark. The vibrant persona from social media has vanished, replaced by a man weighed down by his reality. Narrator, VO. But every story has its unseen chapters. Behind the polished facade is a different truth, one that doesn't make the feed.
Here, the currency isn't likes, it's debt.
The vibrant colors of his public life wash out into the stark, unforgiving reality of numbers that don't add up. The joy of consumption gives way to the silent panic of consequence. This is the part of the story lived in the shadows, fueled by anxiety and the constant gnawing pressure to maintain an illusion that is becoming too heavy to hold. On a small table next to him, a house of cards stands, looking impressively tall, but visibly unsteady. A slight breeze from an open window makes it wobble precariously, a single card teetering on the edge of collapse. The camera lingers on this fragile structure, a perfect metaphor for Alex's financial situation. The scene shifts. Alex is at a trendy minimalist cafe. He orders a coffee and a pastry, pulling out his wallet with practiced ease. When he taps his card, however, the machine beeps with a harsh final sound. Declined. The word hangs in the air. The barista gives him a look of mild annoyance mixed with pity. A flicker of shame crosses Alex's face as he mutters an apology and walks away, leaving the coffee behind. Narrator, VO. And then, the breaking point. It doesn't come with a bang, but with a quiet public humiliation. A small transaction, a simple pleasure, suddenly becomes an insurmountable barrier. In that moment, the entire artifice crumbles, exposed by the one thing he couldn't buy: more time. The final scene shows Alex walking home. A sudden downpour has started, and he has no umbrella. The neon lights of the city blur and bleed across the wet pavement, their once exciting glow now feeling cold and alienating. He pulls his thin jacket tighter, a solitary figure swallowed by the vast, indifferent city. He looks completely defeated, the weight of his choices pressing down on him with every raindrop. The screen fades to black. The rain-soaked door clicks shut, a sound that echoes the hollowness inside Alex. He stands dripping on the polished hardwood, a stark contrast to the pristine, curated world around him. His eyes drift over the limited edition sneakers lined up like soldiers, the designer jackets hanging untouched, the sleek gadgets glinting under the recessed lighting. Each object, once a symbol of success, now feels like a tombstone marking a life spent chasing the wind. The thrill of the purchase, the fleeting high of possession, had evaporated, leaving behind a bitter residue of emptiness. The fragile empire he had built on credit and consumerism felt as precarious as a house of cards in a hurricane. He collapses onto his designer chair, the supple leather offering no comfort. The glow of his high-end computer screen illuminates a face etched with defeat. But this time his fingers don't drift towards the familiar bookmarks of online stores. A different kind of search query appears in the bar, a quiet whisper of rebellion against his own life. How to start investing. This was not just another night. It was the end of an era and the dawn of a reckoning. A quiet revolution begins within the four walls of his apartment. The first act is a purge, a digital and physical cleansing. Click by click, the social media apps that fueled his envy and spending disappear from his phone's home screen. One by one, his prized designer clothes are photographed and listed online, their inflated value converted into tangible, usable capital. The constant noise of notifications is replaced by the rustle of turning pages. A montage of transformation unfolds. Alex, once a connoisseur of fleeting trends, is now a student of timeless financial principles. We see him hunched over books with titles like The Psychology of Money and A Simple Path to Wealth, his brow furrowed in concentration. He watches educational videos, not for entertainment, but for enlightenment, absorbing lessons on compound interest and index funds. In a powerful visual metaphor, we see him take a small, simple pot. He fills it with soil and carefully plants a tiny seed. It's a quiet, hopeful act, a promise of a different kind of growth, one rooted in patience and nurtured by discipline. The camera lingers on the small pot, a symbol of his new beginning, patiently waiting for the first signs of life. The first step into this new world is small, almost imperceptible. With a mix of trepidation and resolve, Alex makes his first investment. It's not a flashy stock or a risky venture, but a simple, diversified fund. On his screen, a chart appears, not with the dramatic spikes and crashes he imagined, but with a gentle, almost boring upward slope. Yet, watching that slow, steady climb brings him a sense of satisfaction far deeper than any shopping spree ever did. This growth was his. It was real. As his financial foundation solidifies, a profound shift occurs in his perception of wealth. Joy is no longer found in a price tag, but in experience. We see him on a sun-drenched hiking trail, a genuine smile on his face as he reaches a scenic overlook. We see him at home, meticulously brewing his own coffee, savoring the aroma and the ritual. He engages in deep, meaningful conversations with friends, the connection itself being the valuable commodity. He is discovering a new form of richness, one that doesn't depreciate the moment you acquire it. A year passes. The scene revisits Alex, but he is a changed man. The frantic energy is gone, replaced by a quiet confidence that radiates from within. He stands not in a luxury high-rise, but in a more modest, comfortable space. He pulls out his phone, a practical, functional device, not the latest model, and checks his investment portfolio. The small seed of his initial investment has grown into a significant, thriving account, a testament to his consistency and patience. He looks up from the screen, a look of genuine peace and security on his face. The final shot frames him smiling, bathed in warm, natural light. In the background, where the precarious house of cards once stood as a symbol of his fragile existence, there is now a healthy, vibrant plant, its green leaves reaching confidently towards the sun. It is a living, breathing testament to his transformation, a symbol of a life rebuilt on a foundation of substance, not status. Years have drifted by, like leaves on an autumn wind. The restless energy that once defined Alex has settled into a quiet calm. We see him now, his features softened with a maturity earned through patience, not battle. There is no sprawling mansion, no fleet of luxury cars. Instead, he stands in the backyard of a comfortable, modest home, a place that feels lived in and loved. The small, hopeful plant he once nurtured in a pot now stands as a young, thriving tree, its roots dug deep into the earth. Inside, he glances at his investment portfolio. The numbers are substantial, a testament to years of disciplined growth, but they don't spark the frantic excitement of his past. Instead, they bring a quiet hum of security, the steady assurance of a foundation well built. This isn't the jackpot he once chased. It's the harvest he carefully cultivated. This is the landscape of true freedom, a territory not marked by extravagance, but by the richness of time. A montage of moments paints the picture. We see him laughing with his parents, their hands working together on a small garden project. The shared effort more valuable than any dividend. In a sunlit workshop, the air thick with the scent of sawdust, he carefully carves a piece of wood, lost in a passion he could never before afford the time to pursue. Later, he's walking through the vibrant streets of a city he's only ever seen in magazines, not as a tourist consuming sights, but as a traveler, absorbing the culture, sharing a meal with locals, his eyes filled with genuine curiosity. This is the wealth he was truly seeking. The currency of experience, the dividend of connection, the unhurried rhythm of a life lived on his own terms. The journey has come full circle. We find Alex sitting across from a young, ambitious person, their eyes burning with the same impatient fire he once knew. He doesn't preach or lecture. Instead, he shares his story, the missteps and the lessons, offering not a shortcut, but a map. He's planting a new seed, passing on the wisdom that wealth is a tool, not the prize itself. Later, walking through the city, he passes a gleaming storefront, its window displaying the latest must-have gadgets, sleek and alluring. He catches his own reflection in the glass, and a slow, knowing smile spreads across his face. The pull is gone. The desire has vanished, replaced by a profound sense of contentment. He feels no need to go inside. The final scene settles back in his quiet backyard. Alex sits with a simple cup of coffee, the morning light filtering through the leaves of the tree he planted. He watches it sway gently in the breeze, a living symbol of growth, stability, and patience. The fragile metaphors of his past, the delicate house of cards, the fleeting paper boat, have been replaced by this solid, rooted presence. It stands as a silent testament to the enduring truth he finally embraced. The greatest fortune isn't found in the frantic accumulation of what you can own, but in the quiet, unshakable freedom you build, the deep-rooted security that allows you to simply be.